Well, I think that it's extremely important to have role models of different types available to the children. What the program has been able to do is through some of our past participants, as well as some of our guest speakers, we're providing the young men with a myriad of different individuals that they can aspire to be like. We want them to know that there's a world of opportunities and options available to them. And I think that it's important in our community that it's visual, that they get to see those individuals and know that they really exist, not on TV and not in fantasy.
Next Level Football is intended to help young men find out what's important to them as young men. We hope that they build confidence, and we also, probably most importantly, we hope that we instill in them a thought process around studying and education. So what will you do when we're not around? We want them to be able to answer that question themselves. I want to be X, and that they'll have the skills to pursue that particular career.
Coach Mike and Macy taught us all those things, how to write a personal statement when you're applying to college that you send to the admissions office. Those letters you're marketing yourself to these people. You want a job, you need to learn how to market yourself. They've taught us that.
When it comes to the education and mentoring part of Next Level Football, I learned that education is more important and you're gonna need that in your life. So however long you want to play football for, you're gonna need that education first. So you need to stay in the classroom, keep the books open, and never lose focus in that.
One thing that I would tell another student athlete to get involved in Next Level in is that it's a lot of hard work, but at the end of the tunnel, it will pay off. You will notice that your mindset will be stronger, in the classroom you'll be stronger, your personality will definitely be stronger, and you as an athlete will become better, especially in the classroom and out the classroom. On the field and in that classroom, you will be a better person all around.
Keeping your grades up is second to none, because if you don't have the grades, you can't go anywhere. Football comes to an end. For me, it's over. It's never coming back. But now I have the opportunity to coach and give back what I've learned, not only from these two men, but through my own experience as well. So I think giving back is huge, but also making sure that you keep your grades up, because your mentality and your brain is forever.
The individuals that come to our program have a real dedication to college, have a real dedication to athletics, a real dedication to excellence.
We had kids that weren't thinking about college, where about 60% of the kids were thinking about going to four-year schools. And now over 90% of the kids in our program get accepted to four-year colleges.
90% of the kids that graduate and go through our program go on to four-year colleges. That is probably almost close to double the percentage of individuals in the regular high school.
We've been able to create an atmosphere for these kids that puts them on the same playing field or on the same level as kids in the suburbs. So we talk to them about they need to compete against those kids. They need to compete academically, and they need not to be fearful or afraid of being smart. And it's okay for a black kid to be smart, for a brown kid to be smart.
I want to start a business myself, and I really want to go to college, and I want to use football as a place to get to college easier.
My plans for the future beyond football is to ultimately get to the NFL, but my other route is computer science that I will be majoring in college.
Beyond football, my plans for the future is to continue being a content creator, making videos, editing, because that's my specialty. I'm going to college to major in media, mass communications.
So my time at Next Level Football made a huge impact on who I am today. Currently, I'm studying at Stonehill College. My major is criminology. I have a minor in Spanish. So
It's real easy to be mediocre, to get along and go along. They understand by being in this program that that's not acceptable, that it's mandatory that they push themselves to greatness. It's on the back of their shirts, be great, not average. I want them to remember that idea is that, you know what? I'm not gonna just do enough. I wanna do a little bit more. I wanna be a little bit better. I wanna be the best that I can. And for every kid, that's different. And I think that you see by the numbers of the kids that are here today, the kids that participate in this program, that they get that message. What's really important to me is the guys that come back. As you see, we've had individuals come back that want to help teach, want to volunteer.
We also want those alums of the program to get back involved, to help out with the kids, and you see a lot of that here today. I'm inspired to get back to Brockton Youth because I was a kid who grew up in Belmont Ave. My father died when I was 10. I was fortunate to have a couple people look out for me, introduce me to the game of football. It opened doors for me. And I know the barriers that people face, especially people of color, having gone on to law school and being a partner, in a law firm in Boston. I know that there are issues that they're going to confront. And so I feel if I can help them understand kind of what's going to happen and what some of the strategies are, things they can think about, so they can deal with things when they occur.
I'm a kid from the projects in Brockton, and I had mentors look out for me and tell me things that I never thought were possible. I sit here today as a Boston College graduate, a Boston College Law School graduate, a judge in the Massachusetts Department of Trial Courts. Stuff that a kid from where I'm going from could never, ever imagine. And the reason I got there is because people pushed me harder than I wanted to be pushed. People pushed me harder than I thought I could be pushed. I feel that it's an obligation to give these kids that type of environment.
Free from top to bottom. You get to come here for free. You get a free Boys and Girls membership. You free bus ride to the field every week. Clothes, trips, camps, all this stuff. You know, they don't want a dime. They just want to make a difference in everybody's life. And if you can have that opportunity, opportunities like that don't happen in our city. And to be gifted or granted that opportunity, it's one you cannot squander.
Football really is analogous to life. Everything that it takes to be successful in football, it takes to be a successful rapper, it takes to be a successful doctor, it takes to be a successful lawyer. You have to prepare, you have to practice, you have to anticipate. The more you do those things, the better you can get at your craft. Football is just a microcosm of what you really need to be successful in life. And I think that the kids are starting to understand those lessons, they're starting to implement those lessons, and they think that I'm talking football to them, but I'm not. I'm talking life.